Trump trounces Haley in South Carolina as she is rejected by her own state. Former President Donald Trump was projected as the winner in today's South Carolina in what he calls a bigger win than expected. The victory came quickly, which only signifies the need for the former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to stand down, go home and retreat in what has turned into a humiliating display of public embarrassment. Haley, the Republican candidate for president, insists she will keep going. But the problem with that is an essential Democratic strategy underway. She is probably not allowed to back out as her cash cow Democratic mega donor Reid Hoffman won't let her because he has already invested so much in her. In case you did not know, this strategy is a part of the inner operative procedure to keep Trump out of the action because they know that yes, Trump will beat a cognitively challenged President Joe Biden. So, they created the plan to weaponize the DOJ to keep Trump in court so he could not compete in any of the primaries. Trump so far has a 100% record of success in this nomination process. As Trump wins the Saturday's South Carolina contest, now the fluid vote count is only widening in South Carolina. Haley failed to convert her home state, which was already widely known by signified endorsements for Trump by almost all influential conservatives in the state. For Nikki Haley, it's time to walk. Somehow, if she wants to save face for any future in politics, it must be done now. But as we have said, the trick is that she is fully supported by big Democratic dollars. It is always a sign of political death when a candidate loses their home state. She has not helped herself with the nasty attacks against Trump, which has not won her any fans. Perhaps as the Dems' new darling, she can get a job with the Chinese as a new influencer on TikTok.
Trump promises to restore gun freedoms in Pennsylvania speech. Former President Donald Trump said Friday he'd never limit gun rights for Americans amid surging crime, border insecurity and global instability, all side effects of a Democratic administration he deems corrupt and immoral. Now I stand before you with a very simple promise. Your Second Amendment will always be safe with me as your president, he said. When I'm back in the Oval Office, no one will lay a finger on your firearms. It's not going to happen. Trump's pledge came during a 75-minute speech at the Great American Outdoor Show in Pennsylvania's capital city of Harrisburg as he chases the Republican presidential nomination. Even as they turn America into a crime-ridden, gang-infested, terror-filled dumping ground, Joe Biden and his thugs will do everything in their power to confiscate your guns and annihilate your God-given right to self-defense, he said. During the event hosted by the National Rifle Association, the former president recalled his efforts to protect and expand gun rights during his first term, including opening federal land for public hunting access, reversing an executive order that limited ownership rights for some Social Security recipients, and withdrawing from the United Nations Arms Trade Treaty, where basically they take your guns, Trump said. He also committed to undoing a federal rule that recategorizes pistol braces as short-barreled rifles, compelling registration of the weapons lest owners face a felony charge punishable by up to 10 years in prison. 25 states have challenged the rule in federal court. Without his intervention, Trump painted a bleak picture. It means hundreds of more radical left judges waging a crusade against law-abiding gun owners, and 4 more years of Joe Biden means a non-stop war on gun makers, dealers and sellers designed to put the entire industry right out of business, he said. He didn't forget to skewer the Department of Justice's decision against charging President Joe Biden for mishandling classified documents over his 40-plus years in office, either, calling his own infractions peanuts comparatively. Trump's speech comes after a visibly upset Biden addressed the nation late Thursday to respond to a special counsel investigation that laid bare numerous examples of his memory loss. The blockbuster special counsel report, while clearing Biden, sparked questions about the 81-year-old president's mental fitness when it called him an elderly man with a poor memory. Trump didn't mince words on Friday, warning that the world teeters on the edge of World War III. We have a guy that can't put 2 sentences together and he's in charge of negotiations with Russia, with China, with North Korea, he said.